Out of gas. $17, $16, $15.
How did Johnny get control of the mic?
Laz, because I know I do this myself.
Oh my god.
Subscribe to JohnnyBeane.tv.
Yeah.
Hit that like button.
Right. We're not going to do the other thing that I normally do.
Why not?
I normally do.
No, you don't.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
Oh.
There it is. That thing.
Where's the music? You said there was going to be a theme song.
Oh, I lied again.
And didn't a couple people give you like music to use?
No, that's for the other show, Johnny. The Music is Therapy show on Sundays. Anyway, in this show, we continue with the cheesy sound boxes. The other show, we've kind of cut it.
Do you want to know something? Do you want to know something?
What? What?
I was
Tell me, Johnny.
I was going to retire this box.
Dude, that is a part of your show. You
Okay.
can't retire that.
Well, let me just say, after my last show, I'm keeping the box.
There
I'm
you go.
using it.
Yeah.
Did
Did somebody give you a hard time and you're like, I'm going to get you back now.
It's
You're going to be like, oh.
No, this has become a huge part of what I do, and I'm going to continue to use this.
Dude, you're going to use that 10 years
Every
later.
show.
You're going to be famous because that thing, because you use that. That's what I think.
Yo, Van Halen 2020.
Yeah,
We
by the
are
way,
live. We are live on Johnny Bean Twitch channel right now.
Right now. And
So
what
you can
show
watch
is it
us
that's
on
live?
Twitch, Johnny Bean.
Absolutely right, Johnny Bean. And what show is it that we're live on Twitch? Van Halen 2020 is watching us from there. Right?
There we go. He wants to know how do we get those?
How do we get those? What?
Oh, I can't.
See?
Oh, this isn't my channel, so
They're
I can't
not easy
highlight
to
that.
find. They're not easy to find. Honestly, it took me a while to get just 3. I got these 3 right here. Found this like Halloween style one that's got some cool things. Alien. What does it say? Alien. I think it said alien poop on it. I don't know. And then I found this Halloween one, which has really not very many good sounds except
I
this
have
one.
a Halloween one too.
See, I don't have the woo thing like you do. This, I don't know what that's supposed to be, like a bunch of bees. That's supposed to be like a Leatherhead with like a
Tim Thomas.
You know.
Anyway,
this
so
should
let me
be
just
bad.
say again, I will continue to use this box. It is a part of what I do, at least, and apparently it's spreading to here. So,
And this one's a part of mine. So, if you're new to this show, this is called the Gear and Demo show, but we just hang out and talk about stuff. Sometimes we try to demo gear. Usually it doesn't go well, but last
what's
time
this
we
we
did a
stuff?
show- well, I mean, you're on here. It's like I'm the one who's not doing it well. But when there are other people on here like Paco Barreras, Francisco Paco Barreras, that sounds like a pirate, like a famous pirate or something. That guy, he knew what he was doing, didn't he? He set it up.
He's
Looked
awesome.
fantastic, yeah. And it sounded fantastic. Except his internet was a struggle as well. But Octopus Ears, Brent, our friend, is also here because we're talking about this very interesting
Hey, man.
subject that we all come to it from a completely different perspective, or at least we approach, or we have the effects of G.A.S, Gear Acquisition Syndrome, in a completely different way. And because I do call my channel Music Therapy Laz, and I do a music therapy show now on Sundays, which is always my dream to really do something about music therapy.
I heard it wasn't music therapy, is what I heard.
Well, that was about the mind and therapy and music, how it works together with how your mind works and your body works, Johnny. You know, I mean, the whole sex, love, and rock and roll thing it's part of rock and roll. It's a big part of it. You know, that's kind of. Yeah, I mean, when you think about it,
Even
look
today?
back into the history. Oh, even today.
Even
Absolutely.
today.
You don't
So when
think
you
music-
go to a gig,
Go to EDM shows, man.
yeah, if you don't listen to, if you don't have like some kind of special music on at that happy fun time, it's not as fun. That's all I know. How does that go? Where is it?
wah, wah, wah,
Looking for the right one.
wah.
Anyway, So yeah, like what Janice was talking about was Barry White. Always gave her the tingles, the tinglies. But I think I made Janice a little uncomfortable. I'm sorry, Janice.
Yeah, now you're making us all uncomfortable now. Let's
How
talk about.
weird! Look, she says, "How weird was that?" Yeah, but I was hoping that it was kind of like an interesting and educational topic, and that's why I talked about it. So anyway, yeah. So, but tonight we're talking about gas. Do you have gas? Gear Acquisition Syndrome. And you know where I got the idea for this topic is at Sweetwater's online Gear Fest, where they, piped in a bunch of big time YouTuber guys out there, and they had somebody. I think it might have been Samurai Guitars, Steve, who had everybody talking about what was your first, like, what were your OG channels, like, what were the channels that you started off with? Like for you, who was the first? Do you remember who was the first one? I think even Charles and them were then talking about something that like that in the this Guitar Safari show. I think so. Have you seen any of the Guitar Safari show yet, Johnny or Brent?
I have, yeah. Yeah, I've watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, Seth is actually a Bay Area guy. I think he builds guitars or something, doesn't he? He's like does he do?
Yeah,
I gotta find out.
Still Strats, I think, but I think he started building other stuff too.
Yeah, I think I gotta go find out. But yeah, anyway, he's local. I think I'm not sure if he's in the city or if he's like, I think I heard Sunnyvale, or maybe I heard wrong, or maybe he's in like the Marin County area.
That's my area.
But, your area is everywhere in the Bay Area because you've lived in a bunch of different places, right? Walnut Creek, El Cerrito. Now you're in Santa Cruz, right?
But Sunnyvale is just right here. I mean,
you go through it. Yeah, pretty much. I went to school in Saratoga, Harker Academy. It was. But anyway, so these guys were talking about what's their OG things, and then I was talking in the chat or in the comments. Well, Henning was like the guy who I first saw, and he was the one who gave me gas first. So, I started buying stuff because of Henning, because he always had a new something every day practically. He was putting some new gear out, and I was like, okay, I've got to check out something. Hey, what's up, Rock Daddy? I should say hi. Should we say hi to everybody?
Yeah,
we should.
Aren't you supposed to be doing your thank yous to your memberships and all that?
I should be. I still haven't updated that, and yeah. There's a lot of things like that I don't do right. I mean, the fact that I have time for this is pretty amazing in the first place. But there we go. So far, and this has to totally be adjusted. But Mike Olson, I think since then, he's added easily another $20-$30 onto that. And then Gunner Man, I think he threw some more money at me. Charles 75N also threw another $5 or $10 at me. Keith Holmes, I don't think he's done anything recently, but that's all right, man. $20 just once in a year is even cool, man. I mean,
$20
think about it.
$20. Hey, Dantana on Twitch.
If you had a favorite band and you went to their concert maybe once every couple years or so, if they came out with a tour, right, and you'd maybe buy their T-shirt and you'd buy their album, and over a span of a couple years or something, you might only spend $30 on or $40 on the band that you love.
Not
so when
these days.
Yeah, I know.
It's $40 for a glass of water.
Well, I went to. That's true. I don't know what kind of water you're drinking, Johnny, but that's some special water. But remember when I wanted to go see Mammoth, and you came and met up with me at that Yard House place over there in Santana Row, and I bought that last-minute ticket to that show, and that was $22. So I went and saw Guns N' Roses with Mammoth for $22. So. You can do it.
But that was a last-minute ticket, and were you way up in the nosebleeds?
Yeah, but I didn't care. I mean, I went and saw a show. So,
Laz was so far up; they had his seat facing the opposite direction.
I actually went from one side of the. It's true. I went from one side of the Coliseum or whatever it was over there. The Ark. What do they call it? Shark Tank. Yeah,
the Shark Tank.
I forget what else they call it. Yeah, but there's another name for it too. But. Anyway, I went all the way from one side to the other side just because. And it was cool. Nobody asked me because I was in the nosebleeds and they didn't care, you're already in the cheap seats. So, but it was cool. It was. I mean, I had a pretty good view of Slash from both sides because he was playing on one side at one point, and then he went to the other side, and that's why I went around. But I digress. Okay, then we got Johnny Beane. Oh, William DeSilva, big time supporter as well. Package coming to everyone that's up in these ranks here. And then we've got special supporters like Johnny Beane, Janice Lala, package coming. L&M Guitar Corner, he's got. I'm going to do a.
You need to play some commas in some of these sentences.
Yeah. What I need to do for L&M
after
Guitar
Sunday,
Corner,
man, come on.
For L&M Guitar Corner, what I need to do is, that ZZ Top song about She's Got Legs.
Yeah.
So I want to do like a parody of that, but it's going to be about He's Got Legs. And then we're going to snip video of whenever we had of him walking around NAMM or whatever and show
who?
Martin, of course. Martin of L&M Guitar Corner.
I'm lost.
He's got the legs. Remember, we were talking about the legs. Anyway, you don't remember. Okay.
Well, we do know you guys did stay in the same hotel room that night, so
that was a fun.
I guess
not just one night. That was a fun. The first night was the funnest night. Your first.
Wow,
time.
we don't need to hear. Tell us about that story this Sunday. Okay.
Okay. All right.
With Janice.
Okay. Anyway, Anyway, we might have someone else on this Sunday, but we'll see. And then we've got Ears, of course. He's a special supporter in so many ways. The Albatross. It's right over here, you guys. I could plug it in. I mean, I could.
Plug it in.
I can. And then we've got, we should. It's been a while. And then we've got Patty Dill. Many things that she's been supportive with. Michael B. We still haven't gone and had that lobster, Johnny.
When's that happening, man?
Bro, just tell me when you can make it to the city, and I'll meet you there, and hopefully they'll be open.
I'll be in Alameda on Saturday.
Saturday, I will be in Santa Cruz. No, Capitola, just nearby Santa Cruz.
I'm not going to be here.
I'll be nearby you.
I'm not going to be here.
I won't be nearby you, but you're going to
Bye,
get
Robbie.
home. You'll still be there partying on the beach because we're getting together with a bunch of friends, and we're going to party out.
I got my own show Saturday night.
You do. That's true. I mean, you could come to a beach party and do the show from there, but that's up to you, Johnny. Yeah. Anyway,
that is interesting.
We should say hi to the chat. We started with that, and then we digressed. What is digressing? Is digressing isn't that like a moving object kind of thing? Like I transgress, I digress. I don't know.
Hey Siri, what does digress mean?
Zach Thong.
Digress means leave the main subject temporarily in speech or writing.
Well, Laz, this entire show is digressing.
That's what the topic is. Digressing.
Every show you do nothing but digress.
You're gonna digress all the way through the show. That's for sure.
Digress Thursdays. Sex Therapy Laz channel.
Sounds good. Sex Therapy Laz. So Zach Thong, first one in with a hey Laz bro.
Wait, but you're not even done thanking your supporters.
I finished. Then we got
moderators. There's moderators, which none of them are here. Where are they?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm a moderator. I'm not even on there.
So I don't know. I thought it'd be weird to have redundant moderators and supporters. To have like the same name.
Wrench.
I don't know. It's with a W.
Wrench.
What wrench? Anyway, I'm removing that. We've taken care of that business. And I've heard that people like to see this other view. I don't know. Do you guys like that better? I don't. I like this better. And then we've got Tim Thomas.
No, there's like several different views.
Tim Thomas. Oh, there is. There's this one. Is that view? And you guys
are
on
like
the side.
I like
this one. This one. Then there's this one. Picture-in-picture layout. Why isn't it working?
Because you have to have something else. You have to have something else there.
I have to have something else there. Oh, I have to have the picture that we're in picture-in-picture, right? So I have to have like a I'm
Picture.
like posting a video.
Picture and
Right.
picture layout. You have to have if you're like playing like a video
Yeah,
through
and I wanna be
StreamYard
in it.
itself, you have it like
Yeah.
that, and then you have this.
Right.
Right,
And
Dwight
you know,
Bailey?
I did find out there's a new feature, Johnny. Did you know there's a new audio feature in
Yes.
StreamYard? The reduced
Dude,
mic background noise
I'm a
feature.
StreamYard beta user. I get all this stuff before you.
Why
do.
didn't you tell me about it?
I know
before?
about all this stuff.
Why don't you help your friends, Johnny? I'm kidding.
Dude,
Anyways.
I do help my friends. You're my only friend, and I'm trying to help you.
You've been trying in vain.
You're my only friend, man.
Close the glass door.
And Octopus Ears.
This is getting really silly.
I'll be getting
But anyway.
Octopus Ears a YouTube channel going before. Octopus, you want help with your channel?
I gave
I'll
him
help
my
you with
one
your channel.
functioning- I gave him my one functioning whatchamacallit interface.
This way you sound like this.
I gave him that the one functioning interface that I have. So I can't find the other cable.
Program called OBS Studio. I don't know if anybody uses that.
Oh yeah, OBS is like a lot of people use OBS.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sure.
But this is more fun. I think
Kinda like,
StreamYard
yeah.
kind of makes it more fun and easy to do like streaming, right, Johnny? At least
Well,
from
sure.
what I understand. I haven't tried it, OBS, so I don't know.
Well, you've barely tried this.
I barely tried this. That's exactly that's my point.
All
My
right.
point.
All right.
So we got Ryan Hall here also saying hi. I had a conversation with him
Wait,
on the
wait,
phone. He's
Ryan?
a good guy.
Wait,
Yeah,
Ryan
Ryan.
Hall. Ryan Hall. Thank you again, man. Ryan Hall posted a video. He won. You know, I do a lot of giveaways on my channel. He had won
Yeah.
something at one point. He posted a video thanking,
I
With
saw
the
that
item.
video. That's right.
and so I want to
And-
say thank you again, Ryan Hall, for posting that.
And I hope you're doing better. I know he had like a spider bite or something working out in the yard or something like that, and it really messed him up. But Ryan should be on this list too. I should put Ryan on this list. Anyway, there's a lot of people I need to add to the list. And then we've got, of course, we said hi to Zach. We got to say hi to the hostess with the mostest, Janice Lala from the Sunday show. Johnny, I don't know why. Johnny. Yeah, we've got Limon is in the other room because I noticed that whenever I have my shows on, he can't stop chirping. He likes to chirp, and he
Bring him
just
in.
chirps with me. No, he's gonna keep tweeting and chirping, and it's gonna keep like making the mic, Anyway, and then we got Tim Thomas. Did I say hi
I
to
tweet
you?
all day long.
There's this dude named
Hey,
Johnny
Janice.
over here, like on
That's
Twitch
me.
there.
I'm here.
Sky,
Oh,
Sky
by the
Prop.
way, yeah, we're live on Twitch on my channel. We actually have a couple people watching.
Mhm. Right on. Right on.
Thank you so
Hey,
much.
Twitch people. Right on. Thank you for coming to Johnny's Twitch stream and into the music therapy Laz realm of the universe. I don't know what. We got Trev here, also Symmetry. We know him as Trev in the Discord server group, or isn't that where he like from Twitch, right? Isn't he Trev in Twitch and in the games?
I haven't seen him in there in like a year, so I don't know. He left.
Oh, he's here. Anyway,
There
and
he
then
is.
we've got- he's giving me the LAZ Laz, and then of course it's a raid from the OU Raid 1-2. Ryan, congratulations, Ryan. Your channel's just kicking ass. He's getting all kinds of new people in there, memberships left and right. Like it was raining memberships at the beginning of a show the other day when he bought that Star guitar. Did you see that? He bought one of the EVH Star guitars.
Cool.
Sick, dude. It's a black like stealth one, and today he even put out a video. Go check that out after the show. Go check out the video of him doing something with the D-Tuna. I think he was setting it up better or something. I didn't have time to watch it, and I listened to it for a while, but I'm like, this is something I want to watch, so I'll watch it when I have time, which is like never. And then we have. We got Martian Murray back in. What's up, Martian Murray?
Yeah.
Right on.
Robbie. I
John
know.
DeShane. What's up?
John
And we've
DeShane.
got,
Weren't we going to do a show together at some point, John?
Rock Daddy. John, you got to go on Johnny's show. Two Johns in one
He
show.
was on my show.
I
He
know,
was telling me he
sitting
wanted to do a show.
Anyway.
Apple
And then
juice.
we have It is. It is apple juice. You're right. And then we have, let's see who anyone knew. Hobo Roadie, my pal. Dude, this guy is just the most amazing dude. If you guys noticed, his name is not on here, and it should be on here because he's like sent me more stuff than anyone. So he's amazing. And recently I helped him out with a cabinet of some kind. You know, I picked it up for him from someone he got it from, an empty cabinet. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm probably going to send it to him, or we'll see. He was talking about sending me some speakers to put into it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, Skyprop posted something in it. Was it last night or the night before you were going on right after the host banned G.A.S? So that was a question for Janice. Let him know. And we got Hip Metalworks also here. I think we already said hi to Rock Daddy, but we'll say hi again because Rock Daddy rocks.
Hello.
And then
What's
we've
up,
got
dude?
Stream Elements is here. Stream Elements. Look at that.
Oh,
Check
look
out
at
the
that.
Gear and Demo show today.
Look, it says I'm live. See,
And
I'm
then we
live
got-
on Twitch right now. Thank you, Stream Elements.
So, twitching on the Gear and Demo show. And Ryan Fraley, what's up, dude? And then Gunnerman 54. Hey now, hey. And then that's almost everybody. Oh no, we got Van Halen 2020 that we mentioned earlier, so we're getting close to the bottom.
Dude, Van Halen
Sure.
2020, he talks gear all the
Oh,
time.
and
man.
then
He tweets me
play
all the time
DJ.
about. He's in the studio right now.
Right on. DJ Play Nice said something about an owl. Not sure what that's about.
This.
Oh,
That's the owl.
and Robbie, my hero, Stingle. Robbie Stingle. We got to have you back on the Sunday show again and talk to you some more because my wife said I talked too much during that show and we should let you tell your story. So,
And he's talking sex now,
He's
and he wants to
right.
know your
She's
opinion
right.
on that.
I have a feeling Johnny's never coming on the Sunday show again.
I'm never coming on this show again.
Oh yeah, that's what you said last show, Johnny. Come
Well,
on.
this is actually my last time.
All
This is the
right.
last
Are you
time
sure?
for
All
reals.
right.
Yes,
Is it time, Johnny? Is it time? Is it
It
your
is.
time? Really? Okay.
it is.
All right.
MPN. Laz, do you have that new feature you were talking about turned all the way up? Let me just ask you.
What feature?
You said there's a new StreamYard
no-
feature.
there's no-
You were asking me if I knew about it,
Up.
and I'm asking you if it's at 100%.
No, it actually has just to either click the box, yes or no. Reduce the mic background. Do I really? Okay, what happens if I
Yeah.
do this?
It's
Is
like
that
the
any-
Dolby. It's like the Dolby is turned on the
How's
cassette
that?
tape.
How's
Oh,
that?
no.
Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah.
You
The
hear me
truth is, with that microphone,
How's
you
that?
don't need that feature. Let me just
now?
say
The
that.
reduced mic. Oh, you're right because this is a new.
You need to have you know.
You know, I did pull out some other gear. It's all sitting over here. I need to go through some boxes and see if I could find that Firewire thing. But
Let's
I think-
go.
Yeah.
Let's
No,
do
no.
it. That's
No.
content for a
That
gear
is
show.
Not this night. Not tonight. We have a topic and we're sticking to it.
You guys want to dig through Laz's box?
No, it's not that interesting. But what I did want to talk about was Gear Acquisition Syndrome, right, Johnny? And I know that I don't think you're affected by Gear Acquisition Syndrome the same way that most of us on YouTube, like watching it, are. Like a lot of us became, if you want to say I'm a YouTuber, because I have a hard time still calling myself a YouTuber, but people call me that. But
I
thing is
don't know
that-
why they would.
I have no idea either. It's a shocking thing to me. But the bottom line is that it is something that I enjoyed, you know, getting together with everybody online here and having the topic of my own to talk about or show some gear I got to you all. And
I'm a
try to-
twitcher right now. I'm
Yeah.
twitching.
Johnny's a twitcher, and you also do like twitching, or what do they call it? Tingling and ASMR. It's like things that tingle. That's your Sunday.
ASMR.
Yeah.
That's right.
Your Sunday show. Twitching, tingling
right.
on Sundays. Hey, what's up? Dwight Bailey
right.
is also here. I think we got everyone. Dan Tana 79 from I know that guy from
That's right. Pooh.
the Twitch group. That's
We're
right.
influencers.
And influencers. Yeah. Well, I know for a fact that I've influenced a few people to buy some gear, and they've influenced me. Like you influenced me to get that. I bought that on the spot.
I told you to buy that for us, and you did, and
There
that
you
was
go.
awesome.
And here it is. Actually,
I don't know.
I
Keith.
I said I'm gonna buy that. And you're like, really? And you were shocked that I was gonna buy it, and I'm like, I'm buying it.
Dude, we were there. We were live when you bought it. We were there. I was playing through it. I played my Music Man
What's up?
guitar through it, and then after we hit stop, you bought it.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah,
Right, Mike Olson?
yeah. Everybody was shocked, right? Guitar Man 45. So I always confuse Gunner Man 54 with Guitar Man 45. I don't know why, but maybe it's the flip numbers.
Very
Dan of
similar.
New Jersey also here. Similar, right? Not the same, but similar. And yeah, dude, of course, shout outs, man. You know, don't forget to shout my show out then too, Ryan.
Yeah. Shout us out.
That
For
tat
once.
or whatever. For once. No, he does. Poo Ninja also here from Look at What? That thing. Oh, there it is. I'm hiding it. I'm hiding
Stand up.
it. No, I think it's Trev that really wants that thing. I think Poo Ninja wants the green
What
one
thing?
behind
You
my
keep
head.
bending over. You're like, he really wants this.
Right behind my head, John, you notice there are two guitars. And one of the things I posed in the thumbnail was...
They really want this.
Is it time for a purge? What, the couch? But I posed the part of the thumbnail and the topic of the show is that is it time for a purge? Oh, we got a thumbs up from Facebook. Thank you. And I don't know if that's good or bad. And I think for sure it's time to purge some things, but would I really let go of my
Purge what? You've never even used any of it.
Yeah, that's the point. I'm not using it. So maybe it should go to somebody that could actually use it and take advantage of it and enjoy it and all that kind of stuff, you know. But so that's part of the topic that we'll talk about here. And you can't record metal in
Yeah, I know, Robbie.
Double.
You can't record metal in doubly. Yeah, because Lars, you feel
That double like that?
Mm.
Yeah. That's okay, Johnny. I'll hook up a good mic soon. But Skyprop saying, yeah, Laz, giveaways.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Laz, you need run some giveaways of some of that stuff.
I wish I was that rich. But
it doesn't cost anything.
The point of selling some of the gear that I paid good money for is to buy some other better gears like microphones and interfaces that I need so I can do better shows. But see, Robbie is more like me, so I have a hard time. I have a hard time.
Michael, be live. What's
I
up,
don't
dude?
want any of it, says Robbie. He doesn't want any of it. And I'm glad that you don't, because I don't want to give any of it away. To be honest, that's the other topic that I was going to bring up in the thumbnail that I was talking about. Is I have a hard time letting it go. It's like I am emotionally kind of like connected to this stuff, and maybe that's bad. Maybe that's why letting it go will be a good thing, right? What do you think, Brent? I mean, you're thinking about you're actually going.
All right, wait. You asked him a question. Let him answer you, okay? Because you're going to go on and say something else now. Digressing. Please. Okay. I can't remember what the question was even.
Well, you interrupted, Johnny, and that's why.
What was the question?
Okay, so no,
So you remember, right?
I had to make a decision a long time ago when I had my first real guitar that I've had spent like $1,000 on. I had a carbon, and that was what I used. And eventually, I had that decision, like I was, you know what, I need to go on this journey with gear and find what I really like.
I think we understand most of what you're saying, but it's like almost every other word is like cutting out.
Oh shit, really?
You said you
Now
gave
it's
him an
better.
interface.
Like when you're talking right into the well, that only works if you're not streaming and you don't have like good internet. But if you talk right at the phone, I think it's better.
Highlight the antenna, man.
All
Oh
the
my
important words are
God.
deleted.
Oh, that's funny. It was like, well, you know, and
That's,
It
you
wasn't
know that
that bad.
one that I
It was kind of like that. It was a little bit bad, but I think I got the gist of it. So you were talking about that you had a guitar that was like $1,000 guitar. It was like the first big time purchase, right?
yeah, and I had to make a decision to like either live with this forever or to let it go and find something that I liked
Yeah.
better, and I decided to go on that journey to try to find something better.
Yeah. And so one thing I noticed about Brent, I don't know if you guys know this about Brent, but he's always switching up his gear. And like every week he'll send me a message like, "Oh, this is it, man. This is the one and the last one." And then he'll get another one and he'll like, "This is the next one. That's the one." And it's not like it's not true. His situation like is changing based on like what he's playing. So I noticed that Brent's getting into like after really getting into JJ's band, right? You were really more into blues and that kind of stuff when we first met, and you were like playing out and doing that kind of thing. But you're going back to or going into more kind of harder core kind of sounding music, and so your needs are changing up, right?
Yeah, but I mean, one thing that hasn't changed is that the analog man fuzz pedal. It's been great for both genres, you know, for any genre really. So there are certain things that I don't see myself ever getting rid of that.
Yeah, yeah. So that's just part of your sound then, right? It's like a big part
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
just something extra I could add to whatever, because it's a way to smooth out. Like if I'm using it for high gain, it'll smooth out those higher notes for solos and stuff like that. And there's a million ways you could use a fuzz pedal, really.
Yeah, yeah. Johnny, do you use a fuzz pedal much at all, if ever? I don't think you're
all
really
the time. And actually, I just got a
Which
text
one?
message. I just
Ooh.
got a text message from Rock
Ooh.
Daddy.
Rock Daddy.
Here's a pedal. Everyone needs this pedal. Okay, Laz, highlight me, man. Okay,
All right,
this.
all right.
Oh wait, it won't show me. Wait. It won't show it. Well, oh there it is. Check this out. This is Rock Daddy just sent this in, Laz. So
Nothing geyser.
there's a pedal that you. That's the one
Send
pedal
that
you
to
need.
me
To,
and
that's the one pedal you
I'll
need to
use
keep.
That's the one that I'll use. It's an NO3. That's so funny. Does absolutely nothing. You know, there's that question that often is
I'm saving
raised.
that. Thank you, Rock
Do
Daddy.
pedals actually
awesome.
make a sound? And they don't, actually. Pedals don't make sounds. Did you know that? Quentin James knows all about what I'm talking about here.
Is that the
That's
real
good.
one though?
Quentin, if you're getting spinning wheels of death, you need better internet, bro. That's all I know. Well, to me, Johnny, something I don't want that I consider crap, someone would like, but it would not cost me a lot to give it away. So dumps that.
You're reading comments
Well,
geared towards other people in the chat. That wasn't for you to read.
yeah, I know, but that's okay. I mean, it is in a sense in the topic that if he's got gear that isn't worth enough to ship to somebody, he's not even shipping it. So no ship, Robbie. Never a ship, right? Yeah, what's up, man? So Quentin James, I know he what I love about Quentin is that he enjoys the gear he has, and he has a fun time with it, and I don't see him gassing for gear so much, you know. And
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead, Josh. Ask away. I was gonna ask you about like gassing, but go ahead.
Okay, but so what? I mean, how does this like there's all different types of players out there.
Yeah.
There you got your people that play, you know, a jam every Sunday at Eli's Mile High Club in Oakland. You probably know that place. I've played there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a blues place. So you got people that play
have-
jams every weekend. So they, their gear that they use for that. You got people that are playing stadiums.
right.
You got people on tour with major acts. Okay, they're playing stuff. You have people that play just as a hobby. They just, they've got their, what they call, I guess, their man cave or whatever in their basement. And, well, you don't have a basement, but I guess
That's my man cave.
That's your Laz cave.
Room.
So they have their
Room
rooms
here.
where they have, like way more stuff than they would ever actually use. And it, and they don't take it anywhere, but it's just there. They have like 3 amps sitting there, stacks, whatever. So everybody has different needs as far as musical gear. Okay. So
people want what they want, They don't even necessarily need it. If you have them fun, do it. Get it. Why not? If it's something you want.
Well, what I'm curious about, so what he's saying is that people get what they want, because they have a desire for something. They want to enjoy some piece of gear.
Right. Okay. So if you want something, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do you sell something to get something else, or you're like, I've got this one. I gotta have that one. I'm not going to trade this one in for this one. A small, you trade in the smaller one for the bigger one, but I want both. And they both, and the thing is, they both actually do the exact same thing. If I can find the button here.
Exactly.
That was same thing. But, so they're different colors, different sizes. They both do the exact same. This is actually a perfect example. They both do the same exact sound.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, but one's red and one's orange, Johnny.
Mm-hmm. But I'm saying the active band gigging, Michael B. is saying. Active. Yeah. The thing is, the difference. What was that? Most of the time, the difference is the guys
Johnny, just so you know, I have to interrupt for a public announcement. Brent is out in his car because he doesn't have good internet in his place.
I know.
So we're going to have to deal with his
I was here earlier.
Not being perfect, just like Paco's. But we're going to respect him for the rest of the show, so we can just not make that a thing. And let him once in a while, even though we're not going to hear every word, just like bad texting, we're going to try to figure it out. Okay, go on.
What? Yeah. So, Alice. Hey, Alice.
Yeah.
Alice, it was awesome hanging out at Amoeba in Hollywood. Did you see Wolfgang Van Halen was there? Literally, a week after Alice and I was there, Wolfgang was there. Okay. What I'm trying to say is different people. Hey, Danskin, what up, dude? Danskin, good to see you, man.
Is it Danskin STD?
Yeah.
Okay.
He should be on the Sunday show.
Yeah. Well, that's not always going to be about that topic, Johnny. I mean, music is therapy, but anyway, okay, go on.
Okay.
Mark's gas station
what I'm trying to say, before Laz digresses again, what I'm trying to say is there's different levels of players. They have different needs. They do different things. Okay? And 10 times out of 10, the guy that's playing the Sunday Night Blues Jam, or the guy that's playing, the regular gigs has nothing. He has one guitar that's broken. He has 2 pedals. He has an amp, barely anything. But he uses the stuff. He takes it out. He uses it, plays it. He's using guitar picks that are down to nubs. And believe me, I've known these people. I've known these people.
That's what Brent was doing when I first met him. That's what
so they're actual gigging. They're busking. There's busking. Whatever. Okay, so those are the guys. They don't have nothing, and they wish they could have. They wish they could have. An extra set of strings or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then you got the guys that have their man caves and they have way more than they need. And they're like, whoa, but I got to have this. I got to have this, got this. Yeah. And it could be something they would use once and then never use again, but they have to have it.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Whereas the guy that's playing the actual gig is like, man, I wish I had an extra guitar pick. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. Like there's like different levels of gear user, or players or whatever you want to call them, right? Because it's not just guitarists, right? This is like anything. But the point is that G.A.S, Gear Acquisition Syndrome, it's not a joke. I mean, there are people that, like me and others, that just
It's
have
a
gotten
sickness.
into collecting the gear.
It's a disease, is
Well,
what it is.
you can call it a disease, Johnny. It's not a disease. So you're misinterpreting. That's a medical term for something that's like causing you harm, like a dis.
It is causing you harm.
No, it's not. It's fun. It's great. It's awesome. I love having this stuff.
Well, then how come
I
you have to
feel
get rid
like-
of the stuff?
Well, I don't have to. I'm just thinking about why would I hang on to things that I don't need when I could possibly. This is why I wanted to bring this up as a topic, because for me, I enjoy having it. Sometimes I'm thinking, oh, I want to have that sound, and I go look for that pedal, and I go grab that sound. Like, for example, now I have like 4 or 5 different kinds of delay pedals. They're all a little bit different, you know. But if I like Octopus Ears, and we were talking about this, Brent, you know, and he's like, hey, you gonna sell your Halo now that you've got the EVH thing? And I'm like, no, because the Halo I can take out with me, whereas the EVH one, I'm probably most likely just gonna keep it in here, because I'm rarely, if ever, gonna do a wet, dry, wet setup outside, you know, out somewhere. I mean, what gig can you do where you're gonna actually take advantage of a wet, dry, wet setup? Whereas in studio or in your room or recording something here, you know, for yourself, that's what you'd want it for. And so that's the point of that. Maybe I might take it out, you know, just for fun with the 3 funky little micro stacks, just to be funny, because it's funny as hell and it's fun and it sounds cool too. I mean, when you don't have those really cranked, they sound terrible when you put them on 11. But if you have them at about 5 or 6, they're okay, and they do, you know, they don't sound.
They're not about the sound.
Terrible.
You know what they actually are?
That's-
They're
that's-
actually
yeah.
amps to have on your workbench while you're testing the signal, just to get a
it's
sound.
not-
That's
it's-
what they actually are.
No, they're not, Johnny. Those things are actually basically like a pet rock. It's what those things are. They're just to have it. It's just like a silly thing to have, just like a Funko Pop. Why would anyone want one of those? But, you know, I have a bunch because it's fun, something fun. So for me, it's been, you know, very nostalgic at my age. Getting back
Skyfrog,
to
come on.
Yeah, Skyfrog, wet and moist wet.
Come on.
That was
that's
Sunday's
that's
show.
for Sunday.
Sunday show last week, but we're not going to do that topic for a while again, apparently, because you know. Anyway, but yeah, the pet rock.
Danskin.
Right? You had one of those too, didn't you, Quentin James? Oh, you had an extra SSD for like a year. Oh, and they built. Oh, power outage. Oh, that sucks, dude. Yeah, but see, Hobarodi here says too that he plays stuff, but I don't get that. They want me at the open mic. It's a free country, Johnny. That's the whole thing, is that people have different reasons, but I thought it would be interesting to have our 3 different perspectives on this thing, because like Brent down here, he doesn't have gas the same way I do. His gas is like all about his particular sound and what he wants to do creatively with a guitar and an amp and pedals, and he's always jonesing for that thing. He's looking for that next sound, right? Like what are you like jonesing for now, dude?
Well, one thing is that new Strymon Brig pedal, the Buck Brigade, like an MXR carbon copy on steroids. It's looks pretty cool. A little expensive. It's like $260, but not too bad.
Yeah, that's, you know, Strymon though. I mean, quality.
Oh, totally. Yeah,
It's good stuff. It won't let you down, and it'll definitely.
totally.
I've never
And
owned
I'm
one,
just,
but
you know, looking to slowly upgrade little pieces here and there. I do want to get a rat pedal eventually, because I think having 2 different boost pedals to get 2 different flavors would be cool. So I want to get a rat pedal eventually. I'm looking at the jam pedals Rattler.
Well, you know, I do have an extra rat pedal or 2.
Or 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, you know, you can take a look at one of mine. But for sure, the other question, like when it comes to letting go of the gear and life, Johnny, you know what it feels like when you've had to sell gear when you needed money, right? I know you.
Yeah.
Any musician goes through this, right? You're a real musician who's actually out there really trying to make a living.
I've lost way more than I have.
Right. And so you know what it feels like. Hey, R2 R3 is also in the chat. What's up, dude? Yeah. So you know what it's like to let go of something, and don't you wish you had it?
Yeah. I mean,
Don't you wish you never had to let go any of your gear?
No, the stuff that I actually used that I wish that I would still be using today, and the key word is use, Laz.
Yeah.
I wish I still had, yes. But the stuff that I didn't, no.
The way I think about it is like this is all the gear that I have led me to the gear that I have now, and you know, I'm so happy with the gear I have now that I don't so much worry about what I let go in order to have it.
Right, and that's what I mean. For you, it's like getting the sound. It's all about finding what you're looking for, and when you get it, then you're happy for a while.
Well, when it comes to the instrument, the playability, just I'm becoming a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to how my guitar's set up, how I actually need to do a truss rod adjustment today, and just little things. And basically, once I found that analog man fuzz, it really just opened my mind up to what kind of tone could be out there, you know. It really improved my tone immensely just in a little pedal, and I was like, okay.
So it really motivated you. So one of the things that you found as a player, right? Because you're out there playing more. I don't have time to play very much at all. I haven't had time to even practice that piano piece that I've been wanting to practice all week, and it's just been busy, like literally, guys. I don't know how to explain it, but literally from when I wake up at like 6:37 a.m., I'm just go, and it's like
you basically have two full-time jobs.
Yeah, and it's like I'd never have the time to actually enjoy this stuff, and that's kind of part of the reason why I'm kind of having these feelings right now. Like, you know, I have all this gear here, and it's just I look at it, and it feels good to look at it. It kind of feels nice to walk in here and go, yeah, this stuff's all just waiting here for me, but it's been waiting here for me for a long time, and I'm not getting to it. And maybe it'll feel good to just have one again, or just have some again. And I'm not saying I'm going to sell it all, because I can't imagine that. That's my problem. Is I don't know if it's like a hoarder mentality or what. And Johnny's going to say, yeah, duh. But I don't know if it's that, you know.
No, I think the question is, what are you chasing? What is it you're after?
Yeah.
What's your goal with it?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Mean,
that's the main question, really.
I mean, some of this just fell onto my life. Like, you know, the Telecaster over here I got for free. I won it at Guitar Center. The other Telecaster was basically collateral for a loan that my sister's ex-boyfriend, you know, gave to me as collateral, and another acoustic guitar. So he's never paid back for the loan, so the guitar's mine. The 7-string that I got from my friend.
You didn't answer the question. What's the goal?
Well, the goal.
He's digressing.
No, the point is that, see, each one there was a reasoning for why it's here. You know, like
sure, there's always a reason, man.
I've always wanted a red Les Paul, and I saw a great deal on that Les Paul Tribute, and it's a great guitar, and so I bought it, and I enjoyed playing it when it was put together, but it's still not put back together right now. It's still with the strings off, sitting there.
Half your guitars they're in pieces. Not
really. There's only 3 that are in pieces, Johnny. The 5150, the Jeff Beck, which I bought in pieces, and the Les Paul. The Les Paul's the only one that I don't have. Everything else is working and put together and playing. So they're all in playing. Hey, see you later, man. Thanks for popping in. And
I have a question. I have a question though,
let me finish answering his question. So,
but now I'm digressing.
Like, what is the purpose? For me, it's been kind of a journey of sorts.
But that's part of my question.
Yeah, I'm coming to terms with that, Johnny. But okay, go ahead, Johnny.
But part of my question is, I thought your entire deal about look above Laz. Look at that stuff on the ceiling there. I thought your entire deal was to make that room into a studio, and so I thought you were gathering all this gear to have like a functioning studio.
Yeah, that's
why I'm like, set up your interface. Let's get that microphone going. Let's do that. Oh, we'll do that next time. It's been 6 months.
Yeah, it's been more, Johnny.
Well, yeah, I was being nice there.
Here in the other apartment 5 years ago, that was in piles. It wasn't even on the wall.
He has a fully functioning studio upstairs that we have no idea about.
I'm a secret songwriter that you guys don't know.
I just
send one to Hippie. to just kind of I can just kind of work my way down into this little place over here just to kind of like feel like what it's like to be like a regular person again. But yeah.
So anyway, I thought you were collecting all this
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean,
Dan Tana,
there's a
let's do some
collector
GTA
thing.
tonight, man.
There's
I
a
thought you were
collector
collecting all
side
this
of
stuff
it,
to build a studio to have, because
Yes.
you're like, oh, I'll have so and so over, so and so. And the truth
see-
is, you guys, only 2 people can fit in that
Yeah,
room at once.
yeah,
It's so small.
No, it's a
And if
it's a
somebody cuts
pointless-
one, forget it.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
But-
could get one of those
believe me,
deionizers in here, you know.
I've been in there.
I mean,
You open up
Yeah.
that door there, and there's a toilet sitting right there.
no, it's not right there. There's a
It's
a
right- the
hallway and
bathroom's
there's a
right there.
bathrooms across the hall. John,
So-
but yeah.
So, but I thought you were having all that stuff there to make a studio.
Well, that's
But now it sounds
idea.
like,
I mean,
yeah,
for me-
I'm going to sell everything, and but now
No,
you're
I'm
saying
not
you
saying I'm
won't
gonna
sell
sell
nothing. You're just going to
everything.
buy
I'm not-
more.
I'm talking about like the feeling of gas and what's it like to have gas like I do, and that's why I ended up buying a bunch of these. Like, did I need the Frankenstein? No,
No,
but I got a good deal on it. I mean, I got a really good deal on it, and then it was fun. It was so much
dude,
fun.
when you
having it. It was
play
so much fun
poker in
doing it.
GTA, you win millions of dollars.
That's
So you
Ten
get
world,
great deals
John.
everywhere you go. Everywhere you walk into somewhere, you get a
10
deal
world.
on something.
That's
Right?
the-
This is
They
true.
give us the-
This is a real world deal here.
They
When
said
I
good
saw
is
that-
the killer of great, Laz. A good deal is the killer of greatness.
Well, okay, but here's another thing. The Satriani guitar. Would you not buy that for $600 when you see that in the store? I mean,
Yeah, I'd buy it
Me,
for
no,
600
I
and sell it
wouldn't.
for 12.
For me, I wouldn't. I mean, if you wanted to do that, flip it or whatever. But no, I'm not a big enough Ibanez fan. I like Joe Satriani and everything, but I'm
Yeah.
not a big Ibanez fan anymore. So I just.
hey, Edwin Crane, what's up, dude? So here's
'Cause that's
I'm
one
trying to
thing. Here's one little wrinkle in how I buy and sell gear too. Is I never buy anything that I don't really enjoy or
Either.
believe in as a product. You know what I mean? If it's like
oh, okay.
I don't buy something as like a novelty. I don't buy something as like as just for fun. It's like I buy it because I see value in it. You know, and I guess that's the point. for me.
Okay, so Hobo Roadie here brings up something else, which also ties into like why I'm stuck in the situation I'm in too. Because so there were certain life happenings that were not of my control, right? That I had to step up and be the son or the brother or the whatever, and to take care of things, and so that's also stopped me from doing some of the things that I had planned or that I wanted to do. And that sometimes it even happens on like a regular daily basis, like with my job and my work. Like you were saying, I work like 2 full-time jobs practically. And the thing is that it does take up a lot more of my time than I even planned for, and that's where I end up not having the free time sometimes to do this stuff. And then I do have a spouse. I mean, we're not legally married, but we're spouses. We've been together for 14 years now. And, when I'm done eating dinner or whatever, after a day of working and just long day, I have a glass of wine and stuff, and we're chilling and we're hanging out and watch a show or just hanging out together, talking or planning like our trip to Greece and to Egypt and stuff that we're planning. And we're trying to coordinate stuff with other family. So all these things take up time, looking up tickets, looking up places to stay at. And then next thing you know, it's 10:30, 11 o'clock at night and you got to go to bed. I don't have time to come in here and play even for 10, 15 minutes. And today I vowed I'm going to pick up the guitar today, no matter what. And I did twice today. I picked up and played something, even though if it was like 5 minutes. I played for 5 minutes, and then again I played for another like 5-10 minutes, and it felt good because I'm like, you know what, I've got to start to discipline myself somehow to really take advantage of the gear I have here. Well, like Hobarodi was telling me too, he was sending me some pictures of gear he has that's sitting around and whatnot, and yeah, you can let it sit here and collect it for a while. Like you were even saying to me, Brent, maybe now is not the best time to sell stuff because the market's softening, but it's still a good market. It's not like a bad market to sell in, but it's not as hot of a market to sell in, say, like a year or so ago, when everyone couldn't even buy anything new because everything was out of stock, But it's still a good market to sell in. So I'm starting to think like, well, maybe I don't want to wait another year or so, but do I want to sell everything? part of my problem is I don't even know where I'd want to start. I don't even know which, if I were to sell one of my guitars, I don't even know which one I'd want to sell first. I have a hard time. Like I look at every one of these and up here and I'm like, you know, I don't really want to sell any of them. But it's kind of silly because look, how many guitars do you have there, Johnny? Do you play them all the time? I mean, how often do you play that? You found that telly that was up there or whatever, you know. How often do you play all your guitars? Or do you just have, you know, a couple, three like Jeff Beck, that's his guitar and that's what he plays, or he did anyway, you know?
Well, I mean, these days, you know, I'm really into the Vegatrim.
Right.
Vegatrim. So I play a guitar that has the Vegatrim on it. That's been my main thing for a while. Yeah.
I haven't played this in a while. It's been sitting up on the wall there forever. And I'm like, you know what? I need to play this guitar because it's such a cool guitar. And it is. And so I've been playing this lately. Last couple, 3 days.
Do you ever play that Schecter?
No, I haven't played that in forever. It's just like sitting there with those two straps on it all striped up with like that's just sitting there. Maybe that could be the first one that goes. But what's funny is that was one of those guitars that I bought when I went to Guitar Center. See, this is the G.A.S. Here's the G.A.S. thing. So I went to Guitar Center just to shoot some video because I had some time. So I went in and did one of my stealth demos thing back during COVID, right? And they had one of those, they called it kind of like a surf green, but it was actually almost like a turquoise. It like popped. It was on the wall. It just like, whoa, you could see it, you know. Very like Charvel's or something that has that really like just jumps out at you kind of color. And with the maple neck and all. I love, you know, colorful guitars with maple necks. And to me, they're part of it too, is that it's like art. Like for me, every guitar on the wall here, it's like a piece of art to me. That's another thing that I have to say, that why see Alice, see Alice is, you know what I'm talking about, Alice. Like I don't want to sell them. You know, it's like a piece of art that I'm looking at every time. Even this cheap, you know, one that I won for free. Let me show it to you guys. I'm gonna, you know, that Telecaster right there. I won that for free, you know. And it's kind of like I guess it's kind of like a Nashville style setup. It's got a, you know, standard kind of cheap though. It's a Chinese made one, but it's a good one. It's one of those modern player plus Telecasters. But it's such a great guitar because it's pine, and you don't see pine wood tellies much, do you? And it looks beautiful with that dark honey burst, you know. It's got a humbucker in the bridge. It's got, you know, I want to drop one of those Vegatrim 2s into one of the Telecaster style Vegatrims into that thing. That's what I want to get for that. So, and it's got a little extra little switch there, so you can, you know, because you've got 3 pickups on it. It's got a center Strat pickup in the center, or, you know, single coil. So it's just a cool guitar, and it feels and plays pretty good too. You know, I mean, I'm there's an emotional attachment that I have to almost every piece of gear in here, except
to a
for
guitar that you won because you're the 14th person to walk through the door.
Well, because this is another weird story, Johnny. So you're not going to
digress more.
Digressing more. But this is part of the story. This is part of the magicalness of music and rock and roll, and the whole thing that you get wrapped up in when you go see a band or you hear music. It kind of affects you in a way. And I'm sure you hope to have that kind of effect on other people when you're playing, because you feel that feeling too when you're playing. It's like a magical feeling when it's really on and it's like coming through you. It's great, right? So the point is that right before they called the number off my ticket, there was a voice, and I'm not joking. I heard my voice in my head said, "You're winning this," and I won it. It's like it said to me, "You're winning this guitar." And then I looked at the number, and he called it out, and it was the number. And I'm like, what?
And you screamed?
Well, you had to, because I was so far in the back by then. It was more like this.
Well, because you were in the bathroom having actual gas.
Hold on a second. I got a better one for you there. Anyway, but it was the weirdest thing. I've rarely had such a weird kind of experience like that. It honestly happened. I'm not making this up, and it's just so weird. So can I sell that guitar after that? I mean, I don't know. It's just maybe I do need to pass it on to somebody else, but the point is that part of what I love about and why I got into the gear, and why I've always had a fascination with music and the gear. Even as a synth player and a keyboardist, I didn't really play guitar. I tried, but even now. But the point is that I love making music. I love doing musical stuff, and you know, influencing other people, or whatever you want to call it,
Influencing.
Yeah, influencing other people to be musical too, because it's such a good feeling. And so I have emotional attachment to a lot of the gear, and I have a hard time letting it go. But I do give stuff away, as you know, and I've loaned things to people, or I've given away, and I have a couple guitars that I've loaned out that are out there, and I'm happy about that.
What? You have more?
Yeah. I don't
What
miss
guitars did you loan out?
Here. I mean, there's stuff here that are in bags and things that you haven't even seen, Johnny. I mean, there's a bass over here that's sitting there that you've never, paid much attention to. But the point is that there's even a BC Rich guitar in here somewhere that my brother gave to me to try to find a way to put the parts back together. Yeah, it's somewhere. It needs to get the bridge put back together, and it's got I think it's got a Kaler bridge on it or something. It's some messed up, funky old bridge. Maybe I need to talk to Robbie to help me get that thing up and running.
He'll tell you to throw it in the trash, is what he'll tell you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
So give it away.
No, it's not mine. It's my brother Andy's. But thank you, Edwin Crane. But so I'm just kind of the point to this show was to kind of talk about this gas thing, and why do we get it? How do we have it? It's different for you than it is for Brent. We have different you're more like Johnny. I mean, are you playing regularly gigs? Not really, but you're doing it on your shows. Now you're doing it on your Sunday
I
show.
am.
And if you did have, like, I'm talking like every week or something, or like if you had, where you're like, I know you're looking for a band, but like if you were in a band and constantly gigging, I mean, what if some big time band said to you, "Hey Johnny, we're going on the road, we have a tour all around Europe and Japan and whatnot.
Hey hippie,
we need you."
Okay.
Would you just drop your entire YouTube career, what you're doing now, and just go and do that?
No.
Take it with you.
That would be a part of what I would be doing. You guys would all go with me.
Yeah. But your shows would not be the same. You wouldn't be able to.
So what does that have to do with not getting rid of gear that you're supposed to be getting rid of?
What I'm talking about is, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what people use gear for. So gas and all this stuff, and letting go gear and stuff. You wouldn't have too much trouble, that's what you do. You would go. Your gear.
Let me tell you.
For your career, it's what you do.
Let me tell you, and you guys know I like to drop this name every chance I get. But when I was living with Desmond Child, when I was living at his house, when I was in Desmond Child, Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, when I Kiss.
Yes, I was made for love. He did that song.
Yeah, he wrote that. That's one of his songs.
Mm-hmm.
So
hit.
That's when I realized it's not the gear, it's the player.
Yeah,
that's when I realized that. When I was there, that's when everything made a total difference. Because when you're in a situation like that, when you can basically have whatever you want, because I was getting endorsements, I was getting deals. People were sending me I was getting guitars, I was getting amps, whatever that is. Oh, you need this? Here's the credit card.
Right.
Head on down to Sam Ash or whatever it was. Right. Get whatever it is. So that was happening all the time, every day, and it made me realize it's when you can have everything, it's not about that, it's about how you use it.
And I love that perspective that you have, Johnny. That's why I was really hoping you'd bring that part of it up, because for you, it's just like Edward Van Halen or anyone else who's not dreaming about it, or having plans or wanting to be or doing something at that level that you've already reached in your life. You were these are tools. These are my tools that I use. They perform a particular part of what I need to have to do the things I need to do. So you have a different feeling about the gear than like I do, or like Octopus Ears does, or most people that are new to it. Because like, remember when you were new to guitar, and when you were new to playing, and you started to develop your skills, and you started to get really good to where people notice, like, whoa, this guy's good. You know, you should be in a band and stuff like that. And then you start finding a band, and you start. The next thing you know, you get a call from Desmond Child. Hey, come on over to my house, Johnny. You know, yeah. Anyway, hold my beer. but really, but you were there for a purpose, and you know, you had a band, and you guys toured and all this stuff. So you have that perspective that it's for you. They're tools.
When you've gotten to that level, or when you've gotten like really busy. Well, you're busy. Well,
I'm so
take
busy.
this.
I wish I.
Okay,
I wish I
so
could
how
not work.
can we relate
and
this
just
to like
do
what
it.
you do with, you know, you have a van full of tools.
Yeah, everything's
Can you
organized there,
can you
everything-
relate that at all to like
Yeah, exactly.
to-
That's why I call it that. Yeah.
how many wrenches do you have?
Dude, I have a wrench for every single situation. For what I don't do plumbing, but you know, but when it comes to wrenches, I have, yeah, I have all the tools that I need, plus duplicates of the most important ones in case something breaks down, because you can't have that. That can wreck your day. Hey, what's up, Mickey Settlemeyer? We got 48 people in this. This is awesome.
Mickey.
Cecil.
Hey
Music.
Mickey, we're live on Twitch too. Jump over
Yeah,
there.
do dual stream. Did Desmond try to kiss Johnny? You know, possible, but I'm sure Johnny said no.
No, the truth is
No, he's a respectful person. I know.
the truth is it was Miami, Florida.
Mhm.
It's a totally different
It's a different
scene down there.
universe. It's like being in a different planet.
It's
There's probably a lot of.
well, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. But there's a culture.
Okay.
There's a totally different culture down there.
Miami's its own place in the universe. So you know, the point being is that for you, you've already gotten to the level where, okay, these are my tools, and to use them for like, why do you have all those Kramer Berettas, Johnny? Do you need one of every color? No.
Yes,
Why?
because I do a show and I talk about them.
There you go. Ta-da! That's why I have them too, because it's fun doing these shows. It's fun hanging out with people talking about something that we all love: gear, guitars, musical instruments. We try to play them as badly as we do sometimes, you know, except you, Johnny. And Octopus Ears is pretty damn good too, I gotta say. But in Ryan already left, but I'll have to give him props. He's been putting out some cool videos where he's playing some pretty cool stuff, mostly Van Halen, but he does other stuff too, which is really cool to hear, you know. Hobarodi. So here you go. So when I was an intern roadie, I guess he's trying to say, I carried a micrometer in every gauge of string in my little bag. See, because that was his job. And that's what he had, and that's what he needed, right? So yeah, John DeShane, right? Gear is a tool. The idea is to get the tools that work for you, right? And for me, this has been like what I was trying to get across to Johnny, and I'm trying to get across to everyone out there. For me, this has been kind of a midlife crisis of sorts, you know, a nostalgic step back into my early years of when I wanted to do music, and I was really thinking about being a musician, or I thought that would be something I might want to do as a career. And I'm kind of reliving that, you know, vicariously through all you guys in a way too, you know, and it feels good. It's fun. It's nice. It's something that, even though I don't get to come in here and play the music every day, I can come in here for 5-10 minutes, and that 5-10 minutes of playing that you know, EVH SDE 3000 with the sound swirling around in this room, man, I mean, just yeah. It's an awesome feeling. It's awesome. Yeah. So for me, part of it's that, you know. So yeah, I might be doing a purge of sorts, I guess. I was trying to get some ideas from him on how he would handle it if I wanted to start letting go of some gear. So why don't you give me some of your ideas? Tell the chat what you thought.
First off, what I'd say is just you don't have to jump straight to selling guitars, 'cause that's a bigger thing. And just try to sell a pedal or two that you don't want anymore, don't need anymore, never going to use, whatever the case may be. And
I won't miss it. Kind of.
see
Yeah.
see how it makes you feel. You know, see how you respond to it, and just because I think the word you should use really is just lean out. You should just lean out your collection. You don't have to purge everything, but just lean it out, cut the fat a little bit,
Right. Yeah, I was thinking about a reverb page, R2. I think Brent's idea was that, because the San Francisco Bay Area market's so huge, I could probably do pretty good with, just local Facebook marketplace, at first. And then if something just doesn't sell, then broaden it out to maybe the Sweetwater one and to reverb. The Sweetwater one makes me interested because if I can get good deals from, get good purchase prices, what do you want to call it? Get good money for some of the gear through that, then I can then get like an interface from them or whatever, I'd never go selling anything at Guitar Center because I know they're going to just bottom line. They're going to give me half of what it's worth. I almost cried for the guy that I never met or whoever it was that brought in that Satriani guitar, because they probably got $200-300 for that guitar. And I'm like, just thinking, oh my God, whoever brought that in, I could almost cry for them, but I'm happy that I have it. And it's sitting in a bag right now over there, don't even play it. And it's set up and plays really nice now too, Johnny. Yeah. You played it one time, didn't you?
Yeah, but that was during COVID, and I was still scared, so I barely really tried.
Okay. Well, we can desanitize it for you before you come over. We'll shoot it with some alcohol or something. Give it a spritz.
Apple juice.
Apple juice. Apple juice works every time, Johnny. Don't you know? Yeah. So R2 saying, yeah, local's better. Craigslist has got a lot of scammers going on in there too. But yeah, I could probably still do that. But you always want to use the rule. If you're going to sell gear face to face, do it out in a public place where, you're not going to get ripped off or you're safe.
Yeah, Starbucks is always a good spot.
Starbucks is a good spot. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Something like that, a place in a mall, that kind of thing. Meet me at the food court. Yeah. So we'll see what I'm going to let go of first. But, if that white guitar leaves the wall there, then I'm going to have to replace it with the striped up blue and yellow, striped up slime green 5150. So I need to put that thing back together too, right? So yeah, if I do sell something like maybe that one, but that one, I'd have a really hard time selling that one. That's such a nice guitar. You've played that one too, Johnny.
That one's nice.
Yeah. And this one's cool too, man. The Meteora. I know it's not the favorite of everybody to have that color, but I think that's an awesome color, and it's got a really nice feeling satin neck too. You should play that one too, Brent, next time you come down.
Yeah.
But it's got a Vega Trem on it, so it's already upgraded. So yeah, meet people at the police station, says Raymond. Yeah, right on. What's up, Raymond? Uncle Raymond.
That's the way to do it too.
Yeah.
If they don't want to meet you there, there's
I don't know if
reason.
if you're selling gear to musicians, probably now everything's pretty much legal now anyway. But yeah, they probably wouldn't want to go there. Maybe Starbucks is a good spot, or I could probably I could even meet somebody at one of the local stores where I know the guys, like at Danville Music, or Jams Music.
They don't want you doing the business in there though.
No, they wouldn't. I know that I don't know about the guy John that owns Jams, but I know the guys wouldn't care over at because they might think, oh, he's got cash now, he might buy something with it while he's here. Yeah. That's the thing about gas, Johnny. It's like when you have money in your pocket, you're like, ching, where's that? Right?
That's why you need to be buying stuff that I tell you to buy.
Or a bank. Yeah, I don't know if I can go walking into a bank with a guitar and hand it over to someone. But that might, yeah. I did a car purchase at a bank once with somebody. So Ryan has something. Okay, if you want to, Labs, then you try it on one item at a time. And if you get it sold, then save to buy something else you want or need. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna probably buy a new interface. And maybe a nice mic like the one Johnny has there. What are those things called?
Fisher Price.
That's the one. The one that you gave away to who got that? Alice? The Radio Shack one?
I did a giveaway. See? Yeah, I
There
gave
you go.
Alice.
There you
Alice
go.
has a mic.
Wrong button. I meant this one. That was right next to that one. So Alice cashed in on that one. So there you go. So yeah. R2 is saying that they have a specific area in town we live in. It's right next to the police station and it has cameras everywhere. Safe transactions. There you
Be right
go.
back.
Right. Well, I'm near ending the show anyway. I did tell my sweetie that I'm going to try to keep it to about an hour or so. So we're at a little over an hour and 20 minutes almost, right? But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I have a hard time with letting it go, you know. So it might be a good experience for me to let some of the stuff go, clear some stuff out, and hopefully have some more time. I think it was a realistic mic, John DeShane. Yeah. Alice, do you remember what the brand of that microphone is? I think it might have been. Do you remember, Brent?
Do I remember what? Sorry.
The microphone that Johnny gave away that Alice
No.
got. I don't remember. Anyway, so I guess when Johnny comes back, then we'll say goodbye. But yeah, get Mick. Hey, get Mick. What's up? He's from Twitch as well. Right on. We got 46 people in here. Some people from Twitch. Thanks, Johnny, for bringing them in, even though they're watching from Twitch, but they're still watching, which is awesome. Come and check out the show, you guys. Come check out the two shows that I do. This one, the Gear and Demo show. And Sunday, I'm now 2 months or more running, I'm doing Music is Therapy. And we talk all about like music as a form of therapy, but some of the more scientific sides of it as well, which I find fascinating. So yeah, I was going to say we're going to say goodbye. John, do you have any last words? Final comment?
Goodbye. This is my last show.
Johnny's last show.
Some
Where
of you
is
I'll
it?
never see again, but
Hold on. Here's one.
yeah. But maybe I'll see some of you Friday
Moving
on
up.
Talking Kramer Guitars.
There you go.
On
Johnny's
TV.
moving up. His show is just taking off like a rocket into YouTube stardom, which is awesome. I lost a few subscribers. I wonder why.
The past hour?
No, I think it was like the last week. I think I lost 2, but then I gained some. So, you know how it is. Yeah.
I'm halfway to 10,300.
Well, it's pretty awesome.
I'm getting like 100 like every couple weeks. It's pretty amazing.
So Raymond says that they sold vinyl records to people at the local police station. Wow. It's cool, man.
Like Regatta LeBlanc? That's a
And Zach
Police
is
album.
still trying to get over watching and listening to the Sunday show.
You ruined that dude,
I'm
man.
sorry, Zach. I
you
mean,
ruined.
Honestly, I did warn people. I'm hoping.
And Janice was there.
Janice is there, and you
Janice
know,
and Zach need to do a show talking about the trauma of the Sunday.
I don't think they want to keep bringing it up, Johnny, because that's how you can really turn trauma into something bad. You know, you just want to just let it go and move on. Yeah. No, I know.
Like selling your gear.
There you go, Johnny. There you go. Perfect.
Good night, everybody. I'm leaving. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, Robbie's got 714 subs already. Johnny's already out. Yeah, his wife's going to be making dinner in the background next anyway, so. So right on. And thank you all for coming. You know, leave a comment in the comment section after the show, like, is there any gear that you saw in any of my shows or anything that you would be interested in? And if you might, if somebody in the community here might want to buy, but let me know, because then we can, create a transaction through PayPal or whatever, and I'll send it to you.
You need to just start accruing a list, Vlad.
Yeah. Well, I might
accruing a
start
list
to
of
pull.
stuff
Yeah, I might just start pulling some stuff out and taking pictures and putting it up onto the book of faces, as Ben Coombs would say. And I do keep the boxes of these things, so I actually do have all the boxes in storage in these big bins. I don't know why. Now there's something I collect. But yeah, I think it's time for a purge. All right, so until next time, you guys.
Hey, rock
Go
on,
ahead, Brent.
everybody. Sorry my internet sucks. I'm trying to get it better.
I think he will. I think Brent, I'm trying to get this guy to do more YouTube, because he's got that golden voice, man. Don't you guys love his like radio voice? And he's got a good face for TV too, not just radio. So I've got a good for radio face. But definitely Brent, I think yeah. You got to up your game,
rolling
bro.
on it. I just gotta hope they come out and get it set up for me.
Yeah. It might take a week or so, you said, right? But
yeah,
that'll be great. Yeah. And then we'll see you guys all in Johnny's shows and the other shows and chats. Like people were in Ryan's show earlier today when he was doing that detuna thing on that Star guitar, and a lot of other shows coming up as well. Right? There's the Phil McKnight show, and I try to catch Henning's videos all the time, but it's not live. Most of the time, he's not doing anything live. But didn't he do something recently where he was doing a live where he was looking at some old timey magazines from 30 years ago, old rock magazines? Like,
I didn't see that one.
The most recent article that in this episode that of guitar, or episode, it's not an episode, but anyway, an article in the Guitar World magazine happens to be this. Check that out. Yeah. And they go into some pretty cool detail about what makes this piece of gear pretty unique. And it really is kind of unique. I heard Ben Coombs and some other people talking about, you don't need one of them SD 3000 EVH things to get a wet, dry, wet sound. Well, yeah, you can just hook up some splitters and get different amps. But the way that thing works, it even has special like cables that they send to you for issues that you might have with the grounding or something to do with like when you have more than one amp and more than one set up.
That one, right?
Yeah, so it definitely is set up and tweaked to do something really well and easily, and it's a pretty special piece of gear for half the cost of one of those SDs back in the day. So it's pretty amazing. Johnny's watching from Twitch. That's so funny. So yeah, I'm really happy I was able to get that. Oh, it moved. And it's a lot of fun. And I'm sure, Johnny enjoys it when he comes over and plays it. But yeah, until next time, you guys, don't forget, share, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I really appreciate everybody that's been helping the show and sending stuff, like Patty, like Hobo Rody, been sending me things. I've got to add your name to the list here, dude. And yeah, until next time, you guys. Ben Tom, love you, man. Hope you're doing all right. I know you have challenges in life that most of us have no clue as to how you deal with it, but I'm glad that you have music. And by the way, bro, if I could have you on a Sunday show and talk about your experience with music and helping you through a lot of the struggles you've gone through, I'd love to have you on the show, on the Sunday show, talking music is therapy, But until next time, you guys, don't forget the secret to tone is in your mind, but the feel comes from your heart. Put it together with some musical instruments that you have around you or you're falling over, and jam out with some of your friends. That I so miss doing that. That's another reason why I did build this room or put this room together, was because I was hoping to attract people into wanting to come here and play here, even though it's small and not a lot of space. We jam out in a room this size at my cousin's all the time, and it's a blast. It's so much fun. So I really miss that. You know, jamming out with people, and maybe I need to do a little more practicing and hit the Our Place. There's a place over here in Livermore called Our Place. That's some bassist who's in some band. I don't even know the details, but he's got a bar, a place over here where he does an open mic, I think twice a week. And that'd be cool, you know, to go over there and just play out a little bit. But yeah, until next time, you guys rock on, you know. If
Rock
you
on, everybody.
get it. Until next time, yeah. If you can't be good at it.